sex life in general, no, still rocking it. No, my mom watches these videos. Hello, people. Let me sit properly. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I apologize for taking so long to upload this video, but it hasn't been easy to film. Yeah, but that doesn't matter because I'm here now. I just wanted to apologize. As the title of this video says, I'm going to be talking about my personal experience with the Mirena IUD. Mirena, however you want to say it. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. I asked in my seafood boil video if any of you would like to know about my experience with it, and a couple of you said yes. So this is why I'm doing this. I asked on Instagram what you guys would like to know about it, and a few of you actually sent through some questions. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. You know what I said? I really appreciate that you guys are engaged with me and ask me those questions. But before I get into the questions and all of the stuff, for someone who does not know what a Mirena is, see what it is. It says, this is from the Mirena US website. They say Mirena is Mirena. I don't know how you say it. If I say Mirena and that's not how they say it, oh well. If I say Mirena and that's how they say it, they don't say it. I'm gonna switch between Mirena and Mirena because sometimes I say Mirena, sometimes I say Mirena. Doesn't matter, bro. But what they say is Mirena is a hormone releasing IUD that is over 99% effective at preventing pregnancy for as long as you want, but for up to 5 years. The Mirena can be used whether or not you have had a child. It also treats heavy periods in women who choose intrauterine contraceptive. So what it is that it's a small T-shaped device that is placed inside your uterus, and doing that, it pretty much just releases hormones that prevent pregnancy. I'm just gonna read a little bit about what they say about it. The placement is non-surgical and you can remove it at any time, and it literally takes a few minutes to put it in. But yeah, that is what a Mirena does, what a Mirena is technically. I'll try to put a picture there. The reason I went with it is obviously because I wanted something that was gonna last me long, that has low maintenance too. Before I was on the Mirena, I was on the injection, and I never opted for the pills because I felt like I was gonna forget the pills, and I knew I was gonna forget the pills. So I was on the injection, the 2 months injection, and then after the 2 months injection, I was like, okay, let me try the 3 months injection. And I only got the 3 months injection once. And when I tell you guys that I went through the most with that injection, normally I used to have very heavy periods. Like my periods used to be very heavy, and I used to get like insane period pains. So it was terrible. But then when I got the injection, the first injection that I got, the one that is for 2 months, it wasn't like, my cramps went down a little bit and my periods were a bit irregular, right? And they would last longer, which is what I hated. But then I was like, okay, whatever, let me try the 3 months one. With the 3 months, Jesus. With the 3 months one, guys, I only had it once, right? And in that time, I had the longest period of my whole entire life. Guys, when I say, it wasn't like periods per se, but I was bleeding for a very long time, for like almost a month and a half. When I said that was the worst time in my whole entire life, I hated it. And when I had to go back, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go back and get this thing if I'm gonna bleed for a month. It wasn't heavy bleeding. It was definitely very light. Some days I would wear a pad, sometimes I would just be fine with a panty liner, but it was there, you know what I mean? And it was very annoying and frustrating. So then I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go back and do my research again and find something that is a little bit more, that lasts longer and has low maintenance and won't make me suffer and won't make me have very long periods. And then I was like, okay, obviously I would have to look into IUDs. They are intrauterine devices because they go into your uterus. Get it? Anyway, so I was like, okay, let me look into it. There was the Mirena, which is the hormonal one, and there's also the copper one. Right, the Mirena lasts for 5 years and the copper one lasts for 10 years. But when I did my research, I actually found out that with the Mirena, it is more appropriate or recommended for women who suffer from period cramps and also who have like long, heavy periods. So that is why I ended up going with it. So then I started looking for places to get it, and I got it at My Sexual Health, which is in Bryanston. And it was very quick and it was very easy. So, but also it was very costly, right? But I'll get into the price breakdown. Yeah, I got it in 2019 at around June, and you book a consultation, and when you get there, it's pretty much consultation and the insertion. And obviously before I could go there, I did my research. I read about it. I read about the insertion. I went to YouTube and looked at the process of inserting it. I looked at people's reviews and their experience about it. So just to prepare myself and know what I'm getting myself into. And I remember I had these other 2 female colleagues as well at the time that, funny enough, they had both gotten it. And the other one said it was extremely painful for her, and the other one said she didn't feel any pain at all, and she's on her second one, as in like she's had it for more than, she had her the first 5 years, and then went and got it removed and got it inserted again, and both times she didn't feel any pain, whereas the other one said it was extremely painful. So but from that and what most people were saying on YouTube, it sounded like it was painful. So at My Sexual Health, they offered sedation or an anesthetic, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for that option because I don't want to be traumatized and I don't want to know if it's painful or not. Let me just go do it with the sedation. So that's what I opted for. And when I got there, obviously they do a pregnancy test first, because you can't get it if you're pregnant. They do a pregnancy test, and then they also do a pap smear and an HPV test. So just to make sure, it's like part of the procedure, just to make sure if you don't have any cancerous cells, whatever. But they do the pregnancy test, the pap smear, and the HPV. And while they were doing, well, after the pregnancy test, they pretty much sedated me, or yeah, they injected an anesthetic. So I didn't feel anything. I pretty much don't remember the process. I remember seeing her down there, but everything else I honestly do not remember. I think, yeah, I probably went out. So I did not feel any pain at all because obviously the anesthetic. Yeah, so that's what I opted for. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was very fast, even though I don't remember most of it, but I remember we're not there for a long time. We're there for a very short time, so it's very quick. And yeah, it's a T-shaped thing. They just take it and push it inside your uterus and leave it there and cut the threads and leave it there. That's all it is. Honestly, the procedure is very quick and very easy. You can also Google it or Google YouTube videos of how it works. But like I had read before, it's non-surgical, so it's not tense. It's really not. It's very quick. I just didn't want to know if there will be pain or not. So let me answer some of your questions. They say, do you have any emotional instability or symptoms? I'm guessing you meant side effects. Yeah, but emotional instability, I don't want to say I do. It's just normal PMSing before my periods. When I'm moody, and I'm starting to cry a lot, I know, okay, I am getting my periods. It's not like out of the blue, out of nowhere. It's definitely just before I get my periods, which is not really surprising. It's nothing new. It was like that before I even went and got it. But yeah. Did it affect your weight? I think so, but I'm not sure if it was it, because I was also on the injection before. So I'm not sure if also it was just because my lifestyle just changed in general, or if it was because of it. But I remember I was weighing about, in varsity in 2018. I got it in 2019, but the last weight I remember at the beginning of 2019, I was weighing about 58, 59, but now I weigh about 63, 64. So maybe it's it, maybe it's just the lifestyle, I'm not sure. But it's not, as you can see, it's not like a ridiculous weight gain. But I mean, we all take things differently and our hormones react differently. So you could gain weight, you could gain much more weight than I did, but I still don't know if my weight is attributed to it or not. Right. Was the insertion painful, and how much did you have to pay if you got it go private? So as I have mentioned, I got an aesthetic, so I didn't feel anything. The insertion was not painful. Some people say they experience pain, some they say they don't really experience pain, so I don't know. How much was it? So I did get it. My Sexual Health is a private hospital, a private clinic. It's specific for sexual health. And I paid 5,000 in total, right? But that is including the device itself, the consultation, the anesthetic, and all of those things. So in total, they amounted to 5,200 and something. But I know the Mirena itself, the device itself, on the invoice, it said it was 3,000. So you can actually, if you have like a doctor, or I don't know if you have a GP, or if you have a gynae that can insert it for you, you can actually just buy it at Discom and then insert it there. Because before I went here, I did actually Google and try to find out if you can only get it at that place or not, but you can actually buy it at Discom. It is there at Discom and it clicks. It's like 3,000, and then you can take it to your gynae to insert it for you. That's if they work like that, but you can buy it. It's just that I don't think it would be a good idea to find any Tom, Dick, and Harry to insert it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's how much I paid. So for it on its own is 3,000, but for me in total, I ended up paying 5,000. Was the insertion painful? Also, does it require you to go for any checkups often? I would definitely recommend that you go for checkups often. I know they say after the insertion you have to come back like after 7 days or 14 days, I forgot, just so that they can, I think it was 7 days, just so they can see if it's still in place and if it is, still sitting right, and if it didn't move or fall off. But often, I don't really go often, I just, because you can do your own self-check, right, by putting your finger, if you put your finger and you go in really deep, you would feel the threads, because I did put a picture, right, so it's like a T device, and then at the end it has like a thread, so that thread actually helps when they have to remove it, so you have to feel that thread. So when you put your finger all the way in there, you will feel the thread. You should definitely, every time you go visit your gynae, obviously just check it to see if it is still in place and all. What is this? Okay, was it painful? No. Did you gain weight afterwards? Maybe. Did you experience any side effects with it? I'm trying to think. Okay, after the insertion, on that same day, I obviously passed out because I was out. But afterwards, the next day, there was some pain, some very mild period pain kind of a feeling, but it wasn't intense. It was just, you feel that something was done to you. So, but it wasn't like, you just take normal. I just took normal painkillers and I was fine. I was able to walk around, and there was a little bit of bleeding afterwards. Oh, also, you do have to get it when you're on your periods, just like any other birth control. Like, for instance, if you're getting an injection, or if you're getting whatever, the patch or whatever, they recommend you come on your periods. So yeah, you do get it when you're on your periods. So I was like, that time, it's that time when my periods were very, very, very insane. After that long periods I've just had, they were very irregular, so they were not heavy at all. So but I went and got it while I was on my period. So the next day there was still some bleeding and some pain, but it wasn't, I'm dying kind of pain. I've heard worse pain than that. Any side effects? I'm trying to think if there's anything out of the ordinary that I would say. Not really, hey? It's just, yeah, before I get my periods, I get very moody. Not in my best mood. And last year after I had inserted it, actually, I think I skipped a month or a month and two where I didn't have my periods. So yeah, that was great. But and then afterwards my periods became very light. They became very light. Some women say they go completely impermanent, but they became very light. And obviously the period pains, I don't suffer from period pains as much as I used to. They would be painful, but it's very mild. And then this year my period started getting a bit heavy, so I'm still not sure why my periods are a bit heavy now or what changed. But like, okay, before my periods used to be very long as well, right? So I would go for like 5 to 7 days on my periods, which wasn't fun. But with it now, they're definitely shorter. But like I said, now this year they've started becoming a little bit heavier than normal, which is very weird. So I'm actually going to be visiting my gynae soon, so I'll find out if everything is okay. But otherwise it's fine. I don't think I experienced any like intense side effects or anything like that. Has your partner said he can feel the device during the deed? I heard some people can. That's scary. Can he feel it? Yes. Is it traumatizing? No. It's not scary. Well, he doesn't say he's traumatized, right? But he can feel it. And obviously that can be uncomfortable for him. But sorry, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. That's what he said, but it's not traumatizing. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm dying, we have to stop. But yes, he can feel it, but he can. Has it affected your flow in any way? Period in general, actually. I think I've already mentioned that, yes, my periods were lighter and shorter, became lighter and shorter actually, but now they're starting to become a little bit heavy, but they're still short and they are a bit irregular. There will be some times when I don't get my periods. Sometimes I will get them and then like a week or two later I would get some little bit of spotting. So I guess they have affected my flow. But yeah, my flow is definitely shorter now, so I can't complain. I just need to know why they're a bit heavy. But you know what's funny, eh? Before, when my periods used to be heavy, like on days when my periods were very heavy, I would have insane cramps as well. But now the cramps are pretty mild, but my flow would still be a bit heavy, you know what I mean? So it's a bit, but it's fine. I can't really complain. It's just when they used to be very irregular, it can be very annoying. Like if I would have them now and then 2 weeks later there's a little bit of spotting, it's like now I have to wear a bit again, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much how they have affected my periods. But I'm so grateful that I don't get those insane period pains anymore. That's one thing I'm grateful for. Did you get it during your period? Apparently that's the best time to get it. Yes, I did get it during my periods and it is the best time to get it. That's what they say. I think for every contraceptive it's like that. Also, did it significantly increase your flow during your periods? Like I said, after I had gotten it, my periods were very light, but then now they've suddenly become a little bit heavy, so I don't understand why, but they are definitely short. Sorry, I moved a little. The other question was, can you feel it daily? Any shifts or irritations? No. When I'm just living my best life, walking about, sitting, sleeping, I don't feel it. The only time I feel it is when I take my finger inside and intentionally try to feel it. Besides that, I don't feel it at all. Like, sometimes I don't, like, it doesn't feel like there's something inside me, if you know what I mean. The only time I feel it is literally when I put my finger in to feel it. But besides that, you can't feel anything. Does it release hormones or something? Because Mirena hormone also I affect your mood. Yeah, it does release hormones. But my mood, no, it's only during when like I'm PMSing right before my period. It's only right before my periods when I'm starting to be moody and I see hore, hi, I'm crying for things that I would normally not cry for. Then I know that yeah, my periods are coming. Are your periods irregular or they have disappeared? No, they haven't disappeared. I would love for them to disappear. I don't even know how that happens or what happens when they disappear, but for some people apparently they do disappear. So apparently for most women actually they do disappear. So I have 4 more years to go, so hopefully mine disappear too. Guys, I hate become my periods. Experience any changes to your sex life? No, not really. No, but I have mentioned that he does feel it a little bit during the deed, but my sex life in general, no, still rocking it. No, my mom watches those videos. But no, it hasn't changed it in any way. So that is all I have to say. If I didn't ask a question, just comment down below and ask whatever you want to ask and I will answer it there. But I think I answered all the questions that I got. And yeah. And another thing, kids, the Mirena or any other birth control does not protect you from sexually transmitted infections and sexually transmitted diseases. So you still need to be safe. Okay? The only thing it does is prevent you from having a baby. So you need to be safe. Okay? You guys should tell me if you are on any other birth control. Please just comment down below which one you're on and how has it been for you. For me, I think I'm gonna keep this one for a while. I can't complain so far. It's just that, yeah, I just need to go check on it and see if it's still in place. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna keep it for until might even get another one when this one is out. But yes, yeah, just comment down below what some of your preferred contraceptives are and how they have been for you in your body and your sex life in general. But yeah, this is all from me. Thank you so much for subscribing. I see we're look, guys, we're getting to that 500. So please share, like, comment. You know, I need you guys to comment under the video and not message me privately. You know what I mean? Unless it's something you're uncomfortable with putting it in a public space, then you can message me privately. But if it's you know, nice video, please comment in the under the video. Just because we wanna grow the channel and we want it to be recommended to more people. So the more you comment, the more you like, obviously it gets recommended to other people. So, but like I said, if it's something you're uncomfortable with putting in a public space, then you can message me privately, but comment down below. But yes, we're very close to 500 subscribers, guys. Let's get it. Thank you so much for watching. And again, please like, comment, and share. And I will see you on the next one. I promise you won't wait long for the next one. Promise. Bye, guys.